Hey, this is the fourth lesson for this training course that lays the foundation to become a naturally attractive man. It is built upon a very simple rule for success. You watch each lesson and you continue to the next one only after you have done all the exercises in that lesson. The true power of this course lies on your participation. So if you haven't been on this course from the beginning, push the button on the top right corner. However, if you have, then let's continue with lesson 4. First off, welcome back. If you did the 5 days of approaching 100%, then you have done something that most men never have and never will. I'm sure that during the exercise you had to overcome yourself multiple times. And now that you have done it, you can be proud of yourself. You have planted the seeds for the further development of your masculine edge. You are separating yourself from the average man and becoming a rare breed of a modern man. If you didn't do the exercise, then now is the chance for you to stop this video and return only after you have done all the exercises. Remember, you want to have those experiences that these exercises bring. Only then will you gain the wisdom and truly improve. We learn by doing. There is like this law in the universe stating that the girls we are attracted to never seem to feel the same way about us, while the girls that show interest in us tend to be the ones we aren't attracted to. It happens to everyone, multiple times during our lifetime. If you want to choose the women, not just to settle for someone good enough, then understanding it, challenging it, and overcoming it is crucial. But why is that so? Why do the girls we desire not desire us back, and why is it the opposite with the ones we don't desire? Bottom line, we think about them differently. Obviously, because one inspires us to fantasize an entire existence of pleasure and delight, while the others don't. And because of the distinctions we make, we behave differently around various types of women. This tells us something very important. Generally speaking, we behave less attractive around women we desire and more attractive around women we don't. Why is that so? I like to think of it being similar to throwing basketballs. When you're practicing free throws, just for funsies, you are relaxed and at ease, and your shooting reflects that, 9 out of 10. However, if it's the championship deciding free throw, then you will feel the importance of it. You get more tense and nervous. From this position, you might only average 4 out of 10. With beautiful women, it's the same thing. When we see one, we recognize it as an important opportunity that we don't want to mess up. It's totally natural. Billions of years of evolution has left the modern man craving for the mathematically proportionate woman, because this indicates great genes and health for our offsprings, and a marvelous view for us. And this is also a great weakness of ours. For men, it's really easy to overvalue a woman on her outside beauty. That's called the halo effect, which means that we have a habit to rate attractive women more favorably for their personality traits than those who are less attractive. She is beautiful, therefore she must have a great personality, be intelligent, have a hilarious sense of humor, be confident, be great in bed, have higher standards than what I am. Thoughts like these invade our minds, distorting our reality and making us nervous in the process. In other words, we give her status before she has earned it. And this usually leads to men believing that they need to impress her, which makes them nervous and tense and never gets the results they hope for. You could say that we deny those women to feel attraction for us, because they never get to see the real us. But with women we are not interested in, we are more relaxed, use more of our sense of humor, give far less shit about if we mess up, and generally speaking, are more of who we already are. Our true natural confidence can shine through. You could say that we allow those women to feel attraction for us. So, now we have an answer why the girls we are attracted to never seem to like us back, and why it's the opposite with the girls we aren't attracted to. It's because we overvalue a woman's beauty and therefore are more tense and nervous around those women. But how can we change that? Well, I remember this one time. There was this gorgeous woman sitting at her table in a coffee shop. And just as I had stood up and started walking towards her, I hear two guys commenting that woman. "Hey, look, there's a 10 over there." Her? She's a 9.3 at best. That comment made me laugh, and then it hit me. One of the reasons why most men have such troubles meeting and attracting beautiful women. I believe that most men have used, and some still use, a similar model to grade women, from 1 to 10. The higher the number, the more beautiful and better the woman. This model of grading women, while kind of descriptive, is unbearably misleading. Misleading men into an abyss of constant regret. There are countless guys out there who say that they have no problem meeting and attracting 7s. Some boast how they can meet 8s, or maybe even 9s, but they always struggle with the 10s. They never seem to be able to approach the god list of women, or when they do, they screw it up in some way or form, usually because they were intimidated by her. Both of these scenarios induce regret. Why didn't I approach her? Why was I so timid? Let's get back to the two guys for a moment. What are they thinking? Probably something along the lines how they would like to date that woman, or at the very least wanna fuck her. Then they could be happier than ever before, receive more pleasure than ever before, be validated as a man, and so on. And here is where this model misleads men. Because men don't really know. The truth is, no matter how beautiful a woman is, a 9, a 10, or a mythical 12, there can always be something that makes her totally unattractive for you. Maybe the way she talks is a turnoff. Maybe she smokes and drinks too much. Maybe she's really extra stupid, or boring, or a psychopath. Maybe... there are a lot of things that can hamper your attraction towards her, despite her marvelous beauty. I don't use this system for grading women with numbers anymore. "Look, there's a 9, my friend announces. "Yeah, she looks cute." That's what I answer. But when I did, at one point, I transformed it from a 10-point system into a double 10-point system. The first column was for outside appearances, but the second was for personality, and that turned out to be a crucial improvement. Because it instilled in me the sense that I didn't really know that beautiful woman, or any woman, until I had the chance to meet her and give my judgment then. Yes, she was a 9 or a 10, but that was only half of the equation. Besides her looks, I also needed her to have a great personality. This has made me more relaxed around beautiful women, and by default, more attractive. So my answer would be, if you want to be more attractive to beautiful women, stop giving them status before they have earned it. You already know you like her physically. Now you have to find out if you actually like her. This, of course, is easier said than done. When I first heard this advice from Hypnotica, I was like, oh yeah, I know what to do. The next time I see a gorgeous woman, I'm just going to be relaxed and see if I actually like her. But the moment I saw a pretty girl, all of it was gone. I slipped right back into the mindset that I needed to impress her. How could I not? Look at how beautiful she is. I then had to remind myself that even though she was a 9 or a 10, there was a possibility that she might only be a 13 out of 20 on my improved model. And well, let's be real here. Do we really want anyone intimately beside us who isn't the minimum of an 8 on a personality scale? Also, just to clarify, I don't think anyone should think about women in terms of numbers. Please don't do that. That was just to illustrate my point. Nowadays, when I see a beautiful woman, my first thought isn't that I need to have her or that I need to impress her, but rather, my first thought is, do I like her? I'm gonna find out. I let her beauty inspire me to approach her, but I am no longer spellbound by it. However, it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of approaching, meeting women, interacting with them, reflecting, and getting my head straight about a lot of things. There were plenty of times when I was talking to this really beautiful woman, but felt like I needed to get out of there, because I didn't really like her. Other than the looks, there was really nothing there for me. The most important thing I had to instill in myself was to look beyond beauty. And as with everything, it is a step-by-step process, 1% at a time. So, where does this leave you? First and foremost, knowing one of the main reasons why men aren't attracted to the woman they desire most will help in overcoming it. You already know that you have to look beyond beauty. And you have a loose model for this. Just knowing it and consciously looking beyond beauty will shape the way you look at women and how you interact with them. But it will take time and practice and experience to get good at looking beyond. You won't be as good today as you will be tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and so on. Second, what kind of woman do you like? Finding it out will be our next exercise. This exercise, with slight modifications, is taken from David D'Angelo's Become Mr. Right program, which is the final top 4 resource on men and women and love and seduction I believe that every man should work through. And in a true fashion of all the resources in my top 4, this changed my life as well. There were countless aha moments from different concepts and stories and exercises. The full product is 20 plus hours long, filled with a wealth of knowledge. Okay, let's get to the exercise. For this exercise, take your journal and open it where there are 2 blank pages next to each other. On top of the left page write, what I want in a woman. And on top of the right page write, what I absolutely don't want in a woman. Then I want you to write down 10 qualities you want in a woman and 10 qualities you absolutely do not want in a woman. This shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes for each page, so around 10 minutes in total. Stop the video now and return only when you have written them down. Okay, you're back. Now I want you to rank them from 10 to 1, and then underline the 2 most important qualities from both categories. What are the 2 qualities you want most in a woman, and what are the 2 biggest deal breakers? Pause the video again and come back when you're ready. Okay, now I want you to look at your list and realize that this is what you're currently looking for. These are your standards. Having standards and looking beyond appearances will help you stay more centered in yourself and curious towards her. You already know you like her physically, but do you like her? That's the question you want to find an answer to. A man who isn't spellbound by beauty, who can look beyond the exterior, is a rare man, and women notice that. Whenever you meet a woman who doesn't meet your standards, who has those deal breakers, or who doesn't have any of the qualities you are looking for, consider moving on. You would probably be unhappy with her anyway, no matter how beautiful she is. Having said that, I will tell you that your standards will evolve with time, and spoiler alert, they will evolve while our training course is going on. This was the first part of an exercise. The second part will come in a couple of training sessions. Until then, however, watch the next 2 videos and take notes. And remember, no multitasking. Take care, you sexy beast.